What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I am doing some news, so I'm going to go through some news. I do have some on my screen as I'm recording this video, so let's get into it. What in the world will happen in 2023? The American baseball player Lawrence Yogi Berra is widely quoted as observing, "It's tough to make predictions, especially about the future. Whether or not he actually said it, the point is valid." Nevertheless, here are 10 predictions for the world for the year just getting underway. First, the war in Ukraine, the dominant issue of 2022, will continue, albeit at a less intense level. Neither Russia nor Ukraine will be able to achieve a complete military victory if victory is defined as routing the other side and dictating the terms of a post-war territory or potential settlement. Nor will deployments achieve victory if victory is defined as reaching an arrangement both governments are willing to sign aside by. Peace requires leaders who are willing and able to compromise two elements that are conspicuously absent, if for not very different reasons on both sides. Second, while many policymakers are focused on the potential for a war over Taiwan, this seems very unlikely in 2023. Chinese leader, I don't know how to say his name, has his hands full contending with surge of COVID-19 cases that is overwhelming his country's health system, raising questions about the contents of the ruling Communist Party and further weakening what was a slowly economy. China has by no means abandoned its goal, taking control over Taiwan by force if necessary, but while it will continue to raise the pressure on Taiwan, has most likely put off highly aggressive action for at least a few years. Third, the sleeper story of the year will be Japan's emergence as a major geopolitical actor. Economic growth in the world's third largest economy have been revised upward to 1.5%, and defense spending is now on track to double, reaching 2% of GDP. Japan, with one of the most compatible militaries in the world, will also more closely align itself with the US to deter or, if necessary, defend against China aggressions against Taiwan. Even more than the case of Germany, 2023 will be the year Japan enters the post-World War II era, whatever that means. We have moved on from the topic that I was talking about. Now we're on to 23 good things already happening in 2023. 1. There are more electric cars on the road than in 2022, a lot more. It may not look like it just yet, well maybe it does, or you're living in a country like Norway which just passed a milestone. 80% of all Norwegian cars sold last year were electric. Now we're in the midst of a revolution on our roads. Electric vehicles are going mainstream and the trend is spiking, which it is spiking really good. There were 7.8 million EVs sold around the world in 2022, a year-on-year growth of 68%, blasting through projections even as auto sales overall fell 1%. We're in the world where 1 in 10 new cars sold is electric. 1 in 10 cars is electric. That's crazy. 1 in 10 cars is electric. Can I just continue to cite really quick? That's a lot. 1 in 10 new cars sold is electric. So 9 cars are petrol. 1 singular car is not petrol. That's crazy to think about. In China, where EV sales have doubled in a year, that number is 1 in every 3. 1 in every 3. So 2 cars is electric. 2 cars is gas. 1 car is electric. Where EV sales have doubled in a year, that number is 1 in every 3 cars. Every 3. This is really good news about the country with the largest carbon emissions. The US was lagging, but EV subsidies in the Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, just kicked in on January 1st. For the first time ever, Americans in the market for a used car can get that sweet $4,000 federal tax credit for EVs. There are a record 33 EV models going on sale in the US. By the end of 2023, 90% of Americans, a study says, it's already cheaper to operate an EV than a gas car. The sidelining of combustion engines is happening sooner than we know, and that is a true valid fact right there, because every gas car that we see is actually destroying the world, and gas prices are climbing and climbing as we speak. And it's just going to keep climbing and climbing, as if you can charge a car for free at your house or at your local supermarket that have EV stations. You can charge your car anywhere, but as long as you go to the right places, and it's way cheaper than trying to put gas in your car. Coal is dying out faster. Having a fleet of EVs won't help the climate if electricity in them came from dirty energy. Thankfully, coal makes up less of a share of our electric grids than ever before. The US just started its first year in history with renewable engine generating more power than coal. Around the world, coal plants are getting hard to fund and hard to insure. Number 3, which is going to be the last and final news thing for the day, while solar power is exploding more than ever in 2023, humans are sun worshippers. Solar panel manufacturers churned out almost 295 gigawatts worth of solar panels in 2022, a 45% increase in capacity in 1 year. The 2023 forecast 319 gigawatts may be an underestimate. The projection for 2025 says that that year will be 940 gigawatts worth of panels built, or roughly as much solar power as exists in the entire world right now. So currently I am bringing a new topic to the channel, which is news, because I know that news will go a long way just as well as gaming will. To put a diverse twist, because if you go to the Perfect Pod every Sunday, there will be a podcast, and comment down below in this video what topics we should talk about, or we will have a list of topics that we will talk about ourselves. Brilliant. But if you did really enjoy this, make sure you comment, like and subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you know whenever I post, or you never miss a video. I am going live every Wednesday, Friday. every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. That's my live schedule, and the rest of the days are videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on bell notifications so you know whenever I post. I know about the EV selection of things. People will have their differences. I know that for a fact. But one day, this whole entire world is going to be polluted because of all the gas. I know that there are people who are going to watch this and be like, and they're going to be arguing through their phone to me, and they're just going to be, it's just going to be beyond arguments at that point. It's going to be too chaotic. I know people like their gas cars and whatever, but electric cars are easier to restore and but the battery side of things. But Tesla, I know a few facts about Tesla, and I know a lot of people don't like Teslas, but I don't give two fucks if you like Tesla or not, because I know that's my dream car, and I don't give a fuck if no one else likes Tesla. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!